What if I told you that the secret to unlocking optimal health, physically, mentally, and emotionally, could be found in the food that you eat? I'm talking about meat, specifically bioavailable meat. Bioavailability refers to how well your body can absorb and use the nutrients in the food that you eat. It's not just about eating calories, it's about making every bite count and about making every bite nutrient dense. Today, I'm going to break down how meat supports muscle growth, brain health, and overall vitality. You'll understand why meat's critical to optimal health and why it's one of the best ways to fuel your body. Studies have actually shown that the protein absorption rate from animal sources can be as high as 90%. This is why animal-based foods tend to have better bioavailability compared to some plant-based foods, which is why meat is often considered a nutrient-dense powerhouse. Meat is an excellent source of complete proteins that contain all the essential amino acids your body cannot produce. These amino acids are critical for processes such as What if I told you that the secret to unlocking optimal health, physically, mentally, and emotionally, could be found in the food that you eat? That's right. I'm talking about meat, specifically bioavailable meat. We all know that meat is packed with nutrients, but what if I told you it's not just about what you eat, but how well your body can absorb and utilize those nutrients? Today, I'm going to break down exactly why meat, particularly red meat, poultry, and fish, should be at the center of your diets if you want to optimize your health and performance. It's not just about eating calories. It's about making every bite count and about making every bite nutrient dense. Welcome back to the Ultimate Human Podcast, guys. I'm your host, human biologist Gary Brecka, and today we're discussing something that could completely change how you think about food: bioavailability and nutrient density in meat. Bioavailability refers to how well your body can absorb and use the nutrients in the food that you eat. It's not enough to consume nutrients. Your body has to use them. Regarding nutrients, meat is one of the most bioavailable sources. Meat contains high-quality proteins, essential vitamins, and minerals that your body can absorb efficiently to perform at its peak. But the real power lies in how these nutrients fuel your muscles, your brain, and your immune system. Today, I'm going to break down how meat supports muscle growth, brain health, and overall vitality. You'll understand why meat's critical to optimal health and why it's one of the best ways to fuel your body. Now, I always choose a good grass-fed, grass-finished beef, but I'm going to share exactly how you can harness the power of meats for better energy, more mental clarity, and improved performance. Before we dive into specific nutrients, let's first understand why bioavailability is so important. Bioavailability refers to how much of a nutrient can be absorbed and utilized by the body. Some nutrients are easily absorbed, while others are not. This is critical because it determines how effectively your body can use the food you eat. For example, protein in meat is highly bioavailable. This means your body can absorb almost all of the protein it needs to build and repair tissues. The same goes for vitamins and minerals found in meat. Animal-based foods tend to have better bioavailability compared to some plant-based foods, which is why meat is often considered a nutrient-dense powerhouse. So when we talk about bioavailability, it's not just about getting enough of a nutrient, it's about ensuring that your body can utilize what it gets. Let's start with protein, or more specifically, the building blocks of proteins, amino acids, because amino acids are the building blocks of life. Remember, amino acids are used to build tissues, build muscle, and produce enzymes and hormones. The protein bioavailability in animal products, especially red meats, poultry, and fish, is incredibly high. Studies have actually shown that the protein absorption rate from animal sources can be as high as 90%, meaning your body can absorb nearly all of the amino acids it needs to function optimally. Red meats like beef and lamb are considered the gold standard for protein bioavailability. If you're going to eat these meats, make sure they are grass-fed and grass-finished. They're not commercially raised or fed corn, wheat, soy, and some of this other garbage that they feed to non-grass-fed animals. These meats offer all the essential amino acids necessary for life in the correct ratios your body needs for muscle repair and growth. This is why lean red meat is often recommended for individuals focused on strength training or muscle recovery. Poultry like chicken and turkey also provide high-quality protein but tend to be lower in fat compared to red meats. This makes poultry an excellent choice for those looking for a leaner protein source. And fish, let's not forget about fatty fish, guys. Salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Fish not only provide protein, but they're also a excellent, significant source of omega-3 fatty acids. The American diet tends to get very overloaded on omega-6 fatty acids, so fatty fish is a great way to get your omega-3s, which are essential for heart health, brain function, and reducing inflammation. Next, let's talk about vitamins, specifically vitamin B12, which, by the way, is a light metal, and vitamin D, which I would argue might be the most important single compound in the human body. It's the only vitamin that human beings make on our own. We actually make it from sunlight and cholesterol. So vitamin B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products, and it's one of the most bioavailable vitamins in meat. Your body can absorb B12 from red meat, liver, and fish at nearly 100% efficiency. B12 is crucial for nerve function, red blood cell production, and DNA synthesis. Without adequate B12, this valuable light metal, you can experience fatigue, memory issues, and mood disturbances. Vitamin D is another vitamin that's found in meat, specifically fatty fish and animal liver. Vitamin D is fat soluble, so consuming it with fat-rich meals, like a fatty piece of beef, improves its absorption. Meat with a higher fat content, such as a ribeye steak, my personal favorite, offers better vitamin D bioavailability. This vitamin is essential for bone health, guys, immune function, and reducing inflammation. Now let's break down the minerals, focusing on iron, zinc, and phosphorus. Remember, so many of us are deficient in the minerals, not just the essential amino acids or essential fatty acids, but so many of us, and I talk about this all the time, are deficient in minerals. We need 91 essential minerals to really thrive and function. So iron, zinc, and phosphorus. Now, iron is found in abundance in red meat, poultry, and fish. Heme iron, which is found in animal products, is absorbed by the body at a rate of about 15 to 35%, much higher than non-heme iron from plant sources, which is absorbed at about 2 to 20% max. Iron is essential for red blood cell production and oxygen transport. This is why beef, lamb, and liver are excellent choices for improving iron levels and boosting energy. Zinc is another key mineral and a light metal that is highly bioavailable in animal products. Foods like red meat, shellfish, and poultry are excellent sources of zinc, which is crucial for immune function, wound healing, and DNA synthesis. Your body absorbs 50 to 60% of the zinc from these sources. Phosphorus is found in poultry and beef and is essential for bone health and cellular function. It has a bioavailability of about 40 to 70% in meat sources, which is much higher than plant-based sources of phosphorus. So it's not just what you eat, it's also how you cook it. Cooking methods significantly affect how well your body can absorb nutrients from food. Remember, my favorite things to cook in are oils that are either grass-fed butter, ghee butter, tallow, or coconut oil. You can use other oils, but look at their smoke point to make sure you're not denaturing these oils or turning them rancid at high temperatures. Boiling and steaming, these methods are great for retaining proteins, but they actually may cause a loss in water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and folate. However, steaming tends to preserve more nutrients than boiling. Frying can destroy heat-sensitive vitamins like vitamin C, while grilling can enhance the bioavailability of certain nutrients, like lycopene in tomatoes or beta-carotene in sweet potatoes. However, grilling at very high temperatures may create harmful compounds called heterocyclic amines, so moderation is key if you're doing a lot of outdoor grilling. My favorite tip for cooking meats is low and slow. You get a good surgical stainless steel pan, none of this nonstick surface. Get a good surgical stainless steel pan or an iron skillet. Put a little grass-fed butter in there, put your meats in, and cover it and cook it low and slow. Now let's tie this all together and talk about the health benefits of consuming bioavailable meat. Muscle development. Meat is an excellent source of complete proteins that contain all the essential amino acids your body cannot produce. These amino acids, which I talk about all the time, are critical for processes such as muscle protein synthesis, which repairs and builds our muscle tissue, but also for collagen, elastin, fibrin. Even our natural killer cells are built out of these amino acids. So compared to plant-based protein sources, meat proteins often have higher digestibility and bioavailable value, which contributes to better muscle health. Studies show that consuming red meat helps boost muscle mass and strength in individuals, particularly when paired with strength training. Let's talk about cognitive function. The iron, zinc, and vitamin B12 that are found in meat are crucial for our brain's health. Meat consumption has actually been linked to improved cognitive function, particularly in children, due to these vital nutrients. However, processed meats, bacon, sausages, have been associated with a very high increased risk of cognitive decline and dementia due to their high sodium and nitrate content. So if you're going to eat meats that are at a deli counter, make sure they are nitrate free. So now that we've unpacked why bioavailable meat is essential for your body and health, let me give you some actionable steps to take starting today. First, if you're not already incorporating more red meat, poultry, or fish into your diet, I want you to start. Aim for at least 2 to 3 servings of bioavailable meat per week, whether it's lean cuts like chicken breast, fatty cuts like salmon, or nutrient-dense options like liver. Secondly, pay attention to your cooking methods. Use steaming to preserve nutrients or low and slow cooking, but be mindful of how much heat you apply if you're grilling or frying to avoid damaging vitamins and minerals. And do not cook in oils that can have really low smoke points. So again, let's look at using grass-fed butters, ghee butters, tallow, or coconut oil. And third, don't just think about the protein. Think about all the other nutrients you're getting from these meats. B12, iron, zinc, and vitamin D. These nutrients play a huge role in your overall health. So start planning your meals with those in mind. If you need more iron or vitamin B12, make sure to add beef, liver, or salmon to your plate. If you need zinc, add shellfish or poultry. Finally, start building meals that optimize both your bioavailability and your health. Combine your meats with nutrient-dense vegetables for maximum absorption and ensure that your body gets the most out of every bite. Meat is more than just a food. It's a fuel for your body. It's packed with nutrients your body can absorb and use efficiently. So whether you're focused on building muscle, improving brain function, or simply living a healthier, happier life, meat plays a crucial role. So next time you sit down to a meal, remember, you're not just feeding your body, you're fueling it for success. You know, recently there's been a craze about these GLP-1s, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, these GLP-1s or GLP-1 agonists. Remember, GLP-1 is a hormone that we actually make in our gut, glucose-like polypeptide, and we make it in response to satiation. And how do we become satiated? We eat nutrient-dense foods. This is why if you took 2 identical plates, one was a highly processed meal and the other one was a nutrient-dense whole food meal, the one that ate the nutrient-dense whole food meal would be satiated for longer. In other words, they would not get hungrier faster. It's been proven that when you put identically caloric diets on the table and you have 2 different groups, one group eating a highly processed meal, one group eating very nutrient-dense meals, the nutrient-dense group will eat less frequency and they will be satiated longer and therefore consume on average 500 less calories per day. Think about how 500 calories adds up 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So guys, if you can incorporate some of these whole foods that we discussed on today's podcast, you're on your way to creating your own factory for GLP-1 right in your own gut. You don't need to get it from Wegovy or Ozempic. You can get it from what God gave you, and that's your natural response to nutrient-dense foods. This is why we always come back to the same topic when we talk about diets. We never talk about dogmatic dieting. We talk about eating whole foods. Whole, nutrient-dense foods is the key to longevity. It's been proven in the blue zones. To your health, guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to the Ultimate Human Podcast. If you found this episode value, share it with someone who could benefit from this knowledge. And remember, bioavailability is your key to unlocking true health, and that's just science.